YouTube! What is going on, y'all? It's your boy Young Texas, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. With Call of Duty Vanguard going free to play for about a week, I decided that I wanted to make a video discussing the top 5 best class setups here in Call of Duty Vanguard. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you're new to Vanguard and you're looking for the best weapons to use in your limited access time, and so this video is going to show you 5 setups that you can use. 3 of these weapons are base weapons. They're available right off the bat. You don't have to do anything to unlock them, whereas 2 of them are DLC weapons that you're going to need to do challenges to unlock, but they are way too good to be left out of this video. Throughout this video, I'll be discussing the weapons and the class setups and what makes these weapons so good, and I'll also be flashing the class setups on the screen so you can take a look at that. Pause the video when the setups come up so you can copy them down. Taking a look at the very first weapon is the STG-44 assault rifle. Now, this has been one of the most widely talked about weapons in all of Vanguard, especially right off the bat when the game was released, because of how overpowered it is, and even over time it has stood tall as one of the best weapons in the game. The STG is a weapon that you certainly cannot go wrong with, especially with this build. It's really kind of built for versatility. It has a lot of range, but it does have that fast fire rate capability for close quarters combat. The STG has been and will always be one of those weapons that you truly can't go wrong with. Now, you do have to be careful with some of the attachments because you don't want to sacrifice some much needed stats, but this setup here is great. The STG is one of those weapons that you're not really going to have many issues with. Yes, when you're in close quarters combat, you might find an issue with tracking your opponents, and you might lose some gunfights up close to some other better weapons for those close quarters combat, but it is a very versatile and reliable weapon. At range, however, you can't get much better than the STG. It's straight shooting, very limited recoil that is very easy to control, and it has a very fast time to kill in a game where TTK is everything. Moving on now, taking a look at the MP40 submachine gun, also one of those widely talked about weapons right off the start, because that coupled with the STG were the 2 most powerful weapons in the game. The MP40 is a weapon that is 100% built for close quarters combat. It's a weapon that encourages a fast play style, rushing around the map, hitting corners, and taking out your enemies in rapid succession. All of that being said, the MP40 is the perfect weapon for smaller maps, but also for a player who really likes to get up close and personal with their enemies. But that being said, it's not terrible at range, but it's certainly not the most reliable. If used at range, it can do damage. It can get the job done. It's just going to be far more unreliable at range than any weapons such as the STG or really any assault rifle, but the MP40 is still a pretty good option. If you're using the MP40 or any submachine gun, it's probably because you're a close quarters combat kind of player. You like to rush, so the MP40 is going to be that perfect weapon for you. With that, there's no true drawbacks on the MP40 other than the range. It's not great at range, but again, like I said, it's not terrible. You can tweak some attachments to get a better fire rate, better range, and honestly, it's a great all-around weapon. Taking a look at the Automaton assault rifle. Now, this is an assault rifle that is also going to be great no matter the situation. Now, taking a look at my build, I really built it for fast-paced gameplay rather than that sit-back gameplay, but the Automaton can really do it all. The way I build this weapon is for a fast-paced assault rifle play, kind of between passive-aggressive and straight-up aggressive. It allows you to move around the map very quickly, get quick kills, but it also allows you to hold angles when needed. This weapon specifically is my weapon of choice when I hop into ranked play because I think it's just the perfect all-around weapon no matter the situation, and honestly, you can't go wrong with it. In my honest opinion, there really isn't much of a drawback when looking at the Automaton. There's some issues maybe that will arise, but that's only when you're facing off against certain other weapons that might be a little bit more powerful, but there's really no true negatives to the Automaton. Similar to the STG, of course, depending on who you're going against and what weapon they're using, you might have some issues at close range with the Automaton, but at long range, as long as you got that steady shot, you're in for a good chance in every single gunfight. Now, taking a look at the first of the 2 DLC weapons that I'm going to be discussing in today's video, and I'm going to be starting with what I honestly think is the best weapon in all of Call of Duty Vanguard, and that is the Cooper Carbine. The Cooper Carbine assault rifle is the perfect package. It is the total package. It is the all-around greatest gun in Vanguard, and that's in my opinion and the opinion of so many others as well. The Cooper Carbine is an assault rifle that has one of, if not the fastest fire rate in the assault rifle class without sacrificing range, because at close range, you really got that fast fire rate to be effective, and at long range, you got no bullet drop off, no damage drop off range for what it's worth, and you're going to be shredding regardless. Honestly, if I could suggest any weapon in all of Call of Duty Vanguard, and honestly in recent Call of Duty memory, I would say grab the Cooper Carbine, head into any situation, and you're probably going to win 90% of your gunfights simply because of the weapon you're using. Now, similar to what I said with the Automaton, I truly don't see any drawbacks with the Cooper Carbine, and this is even better than the Automaton because there's no real weapon that's better than this. This is the best weapon in all of Vanguard, no doubt in my mind. Finally, let's take a look at the Wellgun SMG, which is yet another DLC weapon, but I had to include it because of how great it is as well. The Wellgun is really built for those players that like to go fast, that like to get up close and personal. That is very similar to the MP40, but here's the biggest difference. The Wellgun is also very, very effective at range if you're good at controlling recoil and holding a steady shot. The Wellgun is a weapon that you definitely cannot make a mistake with. It's got high ammo capacity, which means you're not going to have to reload that often. It's got a good fire rate, and the time to kill is very impressive. The Wellgun and the Cooper Carbine, I think, are the best weapons in the SMG and assault rifle class respectively, and I think you can't go wrong with using either of those. They kind of fit different playstyles. The Cooper Carbine is more of the all-around playstyle, whereas the Wellgun is more of that fast-paced playstyle, but either way, you're going to make a good choice. But yeah, guys, that's effectively going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like and comment on it down below. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to turn on those notifications so you never miss any of my daily uploads. Let me know down in the comments below which of these 5 weapons you're going to be using in Call of Duty Vanguard. For even more from me, be sure to check out the links in the description below to connect with me on all of my social media so you never miss any of my content. Also, for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, intel, and so much more, be sure to use the links in the description below to connect with IPC on all of our social medias as well as our website. But other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and that's been it. Peace.